Good morning, everyone. Whoever's watching, it's about 6:30 my time, 9:30 New York time. Having a late start this morning, and trying to get into the TradingView ES chart at this moment. So today I'm just trading the demo account. I'm still waiting for Apex and to get all of the signatures signed and processed and reviewed. So we're still waiting on that, but here's the email that I have currently. So this is my account, and I ended up passing the account yesterday. So just waiting for signatures, everything else. I emailed the help desk to figure out where the signature tab is, but it's currently not there. So hopefully we'll get that pretty soon. What's going on with TradingView today? Give me a second. Still trying to get into ES. All right, it's 6:32, 9:32 New York time. For some reason, this thing is taking forever. All right, let me get the volume profile set up here. I don't know why ES decides to, or the TradingView chart decides to not work currently. All right, let me zoom out real quick. I know I'm getting a minute late start right now, but I know that there's going to be some more opportunities. So let's mark out previous day from 6 p.m. to now. We'll extend it to the right. Okay. Let's not extend this to the right. Okay, where are we at? All right, so here's the here's today's point of control currently. We just traded right out of it. And then we also have the higher node or the lower node of the volume profile down here. So I'm going to mark that out as well. And we definitely have some strong bearish activity. But let's see if this could possibly act as a support for this to bounce. If not, then it will continue to trade through and then come up into probably the 6610 area, but anywhere from the 6617 to 6604. We're going to see how price reacts inside of this area and this volume, this high volume area. But we did have price consolidate and then basically trade through. So there might be a chance for a short opportunity, but the previous week's higher volume areas, you have your higher volume area up here at 6810, which will probably adjust as this week goes on. We have the point of control for previous week at 6789, and then we have the lower volume area at 6689. So let's definitely see what price wants to do. Right now we have a lot of bearish activity. So let's see how price reacts once it hits this volume area at 6609. See if we get a bounce, or if it trades through a retracement to the downside. But usually, but not always, usually price will want to gravitate towards the previous week's volume area. So the volume area is up. So I wouldn't be surprised if price takes out this liquidity, at least right here, maybe right here, depending, but it may just stop and use this as support to bounce up. And like I said, I'm trading my sim account today because I'm still waiting on getting a document signed for Apex and then going through the review process to get my funded PA account for 25,000. So that in the next few days should be available, and then that's when I'm going to start live streaming. So today I got a late start. I'm not going to live stream starting out, but I will post this recording right after, and we'll treat it as, a regular trading day, even though it's on a sim account. I still want to practice. I don't want to take any breaks. I still want to get all the practice that I can in, so that way once the 25K Apex funded account is available and ready for me to start trading, I don't miss a beat, and I stay in my zone. So that's what we're going to be working on. So data might be delayed on here. Let's see. Yeah, data's a little delayed, which kind of sucks. Let me change this to ES. Oops. Okay, so the volume area for today did move. So we are showing some rejection off of this area. But if we can see a strong bearish candle, then I would consider going bearish for a bearish opportunity, but we may end up bouncing off of this area or end up taking it out. We did form relative equal lows at this area. Let's see how price reacts to this. If it continues to reject and go up, then we're looking at a bullish opportunity. And you can see on my NinjaTrader, I have delayed market data since we're trading on Sim. It's not too delayed, but it's not exactly what TradingView is showing. So now that we have a strong candle close, I want to see how this candle reacts if we're going to maybe trade up into the 6612 and react from it. This could be the reaction where the lower volume area is moving down. So we did take out this low over here currently. Let's see if we have any follow through or if it's a rejection. If it's a rejection and it continues to go up here, then we'll look at a buy opportunity, but let's see. Because it may just retraces back into this bearish leg retracement and then continuation. Yeah, it's definitely a continuation. Let's see if we can get some type of retracement back. And then I'll look at a potential sell opportunity. Or we can just keep going. Getting in at this candle right here, that would have been a pretty good opportunity. It was a strong bearish candle right at the top. That would have been an easy 1 to 2. So this volume area is definitely coming down, so I want to see what time of retracement we get, and if we can get another fairly strong bullish candle, then I'll consider going or a bearish candle, then I'll consider going bearish for a continuation move. But you never know, we might see basically this sweep currently, we might see a reversal. So let's see how this reacts right here for a potential sell. Especially if this candle is basically a indecision type of situation, then I know that we could possibly continue going shorter. I'm just going to see how many. There's definitely a strong reaction. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put my stop right above. I mean, it could continue to go up. And if it does, then, obviously we're wrong. Luckily for me, this is a sim account, so I probably got in a little bit too early. Yeah, I already got stopped out, so no big deal. This is a little delayed. All right, lost that one. Lost 300. And I'm going to take one more. Yeah, I probably should have waited and just went off of, where the higher previous week's volume area is, because it possibly wants to proceed up. But let's see how it reacts. And I might have just got in too early. I like that this area right here. If anything, if we do go bullish, I want to definitely see a strong bullish candle out of this. If not, then we reject. Let's see how this reacts. Because it rejected, but we're also rejecting on this side too. So let's see if we can get a strong bullish candle. Yeah, I'm going to get in. I'm going to have my stop at 6603. And then I'm going to have my take profit at the 6631 area, which is right below the point of control. And price usually likes to get up there at the point of control. Okay, so my entries, let me change that. 6607. So I'm going to keep my stop right where it's at. I mean, that would be a 1 to 6.13 risk to reward if we can get this. So if we have the point of control for today's session expanding all the way from yesterday at 6 p.m., we have the point of control. So if it continues to move down, then I'll make adjustments to my profit target. But as of now, I'm just going to leave it because, price it loves to go to these point of control areas. It's like a magnet for price. So I'm thinking that we could continue to see this rip through all the way to the 6631 area where I have my take profit. And, it might end up just bouncing off and continuing to, the downside. But since this is a sim account, I am a little bit over leveraged, but I can definitely see, price doing what it's supposed to do and continuing bearish or bullish. And plus, this is a sim account, so I'm just practicing on, instead of just going for a 1 to 2, go for a level where I think that price, will typically want to trade into based on the volume area and how much volume is at a particular price point. So we have price at the 6627 area currently. We have a strong bullish follow through, so let's see if we can get to that 6631.50 area. I mean, you can see like the reversal comes through, strong candle, reversal right into the volume, the lower volume area. Got in at a pretty good entry, and that's what I want to try to do. You know, I could have got in right here for this sell opportunity, got in too late, took a loss, but I figured that my thought process is, since previous week's volume is all up here, price tends to want to try to get to that area somehow, some way. And I don't like trading in no man's land, you know, if it's not near any type of volume. So, you know, that first trade was definitely, you know, my mistake, but you know, I get two opportunities. If I lose the first one, then I'm going to take the second one. If I lose that one, that's it. If I win the first one, then that's it. I'm done. So, let's see how this is going to play out. I still want to see strong follow through into this volume. Let's see if we get it. We're at 66.30 right now, so we end up taking profit. So as you can see, this is the sim account. This is my regular Apex account that I'm just waiting on. We're going to convert that to a PA account. But ended up making $925 on the trade, which doesn't really matter because it's sim, but you know, we're just doing this for the practice. But as you can see, you know, price is, like I said, it's a magnet. You know, it comes up, touches at the 66.31 area, and I basically got in at 66.07 after this rejection candle that turned bullish. And that's what I look for. I want to see some type of expansion, retracement back into the volume area, and it just continues on all the way up to the point of control. So this is around 6:58 my time, almost 6:59, almost 9:59 New York time. Definitely over leveraged, so I'm gonna have to figure that out because I don't want to go into the sim account over leveraged, so I may have to go back to micros. Or I just try to time my, you know, entries the way they should be. But that was a 1 to 6.13 risk to reward, which is pretty good, especially if I have a funded account. I mean, that was over. I risked one contract. Quantity should only be 0.75, but you know, you can only trade one or one mini contract. But that resulted in $925 profit. So all in all, you know, one for one, I'll take it. And to be honest, that's all I'm looking for. I'm just looking, you know, if I can hit on the first trade, then I'll do that, take my profit, and I'm done for the day. And if I end up losing the first trade, then I'll have another opportunity. But I just want to give myself only 2 opportunities a day. I believe that I can make two good trading decisions each day. So, you know, I'm happy about the trade result. And like I said, this is a sim account, so I'm still waiting on Apex. I showed you guys earlier the Apex email. So I'm just waiting on documentation to be signed, getting the fee paid, so that way I can start trading live. And I'll start going live on YouTube first, and then eventually, depending on how TikTok is, I'm not too sure, but my main focus is YouTube. So pretty soon, once I get that account up and running, then I'll start going live on YouTube for you guys to actually see how I'm trading in real time. So you can see prices continuing to expand up, reject with a nice bullish candle, and we'll see if price can continue up. We do have a slight rejection. So we are in a high volume area currently, so price may end up trading into this area between the 66.41 to 66.30 area, and it might end up rejecting. Sorry, there's a little gnat. Yeah, it looks like a strong rejection in this area, but it can continue to, expand. But I wouldn't want to take any chances on this because we're at the point of control. So I end up taking my profit for a 1 to 6.13 risk to reward with a 4-point stop on ES. So at this point, I can tape read, but it's 10:02 New York time, 6:02 or 7:02 my time. So I am done for the day, 1 for 1 in profit. So I'll be posting this on YouTube, and I will let you guys know that, like I said, for the last time, this is a sim account. I'm waiting on my Apex funded account to be processed and ready, and I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll continue to do these live sessions until that account is up and ready. Then we'll go officially live on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching, whoever watches this. Thank you for following my journey, and I will provide you guys with an update pretty soon, and continue to take care, and God bless.